Right. Richard Leonidas, what us, dangerous.
Hello.
Right, first of all, the first thing, can I show them my shaft? So, firstly, we have this to try and salvage. So this is pretty much a stock X that came through. They stopped making these, I believe, or they stopped adding them to golf clubs. And this is what we want in the UT.
You wouldn't want this bit as a pet. It's
that?
feral.
This is not an aftermarket option anymore. So this is the KBS Hybrid Proto 105X. Very, very good shaft, this. And here is Rich applying some heat to my shaft. Heat it up, melt the glue, pull it off. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful. Give this a little bit of... there's batteries in the sink.
Right, all those batteries in the sink.
Because I've got a tournament tomorrow, I'm not spending too much time focusing on technique work, but the main focus points are that right elbow in front, trying to stay pretty central, just to stop the right elbow dragging and me getting off the ball, because when I get into that position, I get a bit off balance and stuck, just the same sort of stuff that I've always been working on really. So just really slow, controlled drills, just even getting down to like 30–40% speed and hitting balls just allows you time. It allows your brain time to process the movement. I just really find that helpful. So I usually go through the movement super slow, then hit a few balls like 30%, and then step into hitting them. And just did that for like half an hour. And now, all I'm going to be doing, and this is what James Roof said the other day, he was like, all you need to do is just practice driver and wedges. And he's got a point, because really when I'm playing tournaments, if I'm hitting driver well, it's mostly wedges into greens. So hitting too many mid-irons is probably not actually that beneficial. So what I'm trying to do is, the target on the TrackMan is this big white board. I'm trying to start driver left of that and just allow it to move off it. Basically, simple as that. Just making sure my start lines are always good. Little was probably on it, that one. That's better. Little baby cut, just taking a bit off of it. I mean, why would you want to do anything different? Like, yeah, that path is quite a bit left, but I'm making sure it starts left to hit a cut. Club speed at 120. Face angle minus 4.7, so just slightly open to the path. 308 yards in the air. Little baby fade. And as we are like a day out from a tournament, generally what I like to do is just find a really nice feel to then go into the tournament with. So I'm not turning up and going, oh, I better get my right elbow in, and I better feel like I'm doing this with something that has no relevance to actually hitting the golf shot. I'm thinking, right, I'm trying to generate a feel, little baby cut, almost feel it a bit like a 3/4 one. There we go. Exactly the same numbers as the last one I showed. 120, path 6 left. Tack angle pretty much on the flat. 3 or 5 in the air. In play. What else do you need? Like, when I'm playing my best golf, the swing thoughts are to a minimum, and I like to focus more on just feeling path and face. So just really feeling like the relationship of the path and the face to hit the shots. And I feel like if you can get away from technical stuff when you're playing, or for me, it just works a lot better. So there'll be some technical work during the week, and we're slowly trying to move this swing in the right direction just to make it as solid as possible. And then you just got to have that portion of your practice where you focus more on hitting shots, focus more on feels to hit shots, and then you can then take that to the golf course rather than, well, this is what I've been working on, swing, 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 get to the golf course, first tee, nerves, have no idea where it's going because you're just focusing on some swing stuff. Now you just got to put your mind in the hitting golf shots phase as part of your practice so you can take that into tournaments, I feel. Anyway, let me know what you think. Right, we move on to the wedge test. Let me just show you what this is about. So this is something that I've formulated, making me sound scientific. So this is shot 12 out of 12. So there's 12 shots ranging from 44 to 126 yards. So proper good wedge test. And each shot, there'll be a pin position and you have your tour average as the circle, but if you hit it in the rough or bunkers, you're penalised a bit more. So it just gets you thinking, right, my target out there on the range is this white box. So the centre of the white box is where that flag is. So now I'm thinking, right side of the box, probably play pin eye or just shy of it. Got 73 yards, and let's see what we do. It's going to pop up. Oh, just stiffs it to 6 foot plus 2.7 strokes gained. And then this is going to be the total coming up right now. Honestly, if you can get access to a TrackMan, this is how you do your wedges. So I've lost in total, aggregated. Let's get this Michael Jackson glove off. So in total 12 shots, I've lost 2.48 shots to tour average. Right, Tour Pro's wedge games are next level, obviously, but this is definitely the part of my game that that's an all right effort for me, and I'm losing 2.5 shots every 12 shots with a wedge from 44 to 126. With driver, if I can get just that nice little cutty driver in play, and I'm hitting it in play and I'm carrying it over 300 yards, that is up there with tour average, if not slightly better distance wise. So it just shows the different areas of the game that need work, and this is definitely one of them. All right, I thought I'd just leave it a bit today because I got the text in the morning from the PGA. Another event has been cancelled. Got the text like 7:30 this morning. So this is like the second week in a row now. Last week I was supposed to be going up to Manchester to the one that Rick Shields plays at, Worsley Park. Is that the one? Worsley Park? I think it's something like that. And that got cancelled. That was a 2-day event. They cancelled that like 5 days before. But today I was surprised, to be fair, because it was at Minchinhampton Old Course, and that course is on the common. Thought it'd hold up all right. But yeah, I think the greens started flooding because of the rain. So it's pretty frustrating. And yeah, I don't know. Just in a bit of a shitter today. So I decided not to film until now. But after playing with the dog and going to the gym, you feel like a new person, don't you? So yeah, I was in the gym listening to, and this is just a question before I go, this is going to be a quick one. I was in the gym listening to a few different podcasts. I actually stumbled upon Tony Robbins again. Obviously, it's not the first time I've heard Tony Robbins. I've read a couple of his books. And I'm just about to read one of his books. He's got 2, Unlimited Power and Unlocking the Giant Within or something. So I'm going to read Unlocking the one about the giant. But the question is, are there any other books or really good sources of information for this kind of material that you've read or listened to or heard recently? I would love to know in the comments below, because yeah, I feel like we all need that sometimes. Back on the grind, we have a tournament next week. 2-dayer, Bovey Castle, Order of Merit. This is the first Order of Merit of the year in the West region, and I don't want to big it up too much because I'm just going to treat it like any other round of golf, but this is the start of the 5 Order of Merit events that are the important ones that I need to, I'm going to finish top 3 Order of Merit and go through the playoffs. So we're going to grind over the next 3-4 days, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. Cheers for checking in, and I know there's been no on-course footage, but there's going to be lots coming up over the next few days, and I'm going to try and film some of the stuff at Bovey. Alright, so thanks for watching as always, really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.